How you going? I'm Shane. Today's Saturday. We've got the spray unit back on the back of the quad bike. We're going to go down and spray some stuff down. It's about 20, it's going to get to a top of about 27 degrees today, which is nice because like during the week we had a few days there where we were in the high 30s. And yeah, it wasn't real pleasant. It takes a little bit to get used to it again, you know. That was the first hot weather we've had this summer sort of thing. It's only just started. But we've also got really bad lawn grubs. If your lawn looks like that, see all the brown patches? That's lawn grubs. So I'm going to go down the bottom shed and grab some stuff for those too. We're going to fix them up before this wind starts howling, which it will. You can see all that dead patches there. It's all lawn grubs. And they're pretty bad. And it just happens quick, you know. So let's go and get some things sorted out. We'll fill up this tank, and we've got the new spray now. So we're not killing grass anymore. We're just killing woody weeds, which is good. It's expensive, but we bought a hybrid. It's a copy of a very, very popular spray that does all that. And it was still, for 20 litres, it was $600. But it was another $200 for the other brand stuff, but we won't go into all that. But yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, when I said before that it was a hybrid, it's not a hybrid, it's a generic, or whatever, but it's a copy of a very, very popular brand stuff. And I'm having a quick look, and that's the stuff I'm using. And I got it in town here. The same as this stuff here is a generic brand of another real popular brand. That's just straight killer, like that, or just whatever you put that on, it'll kill it. It's $4.50. This stuff here is only for woody weeds, and it won't hurt your grass. If you put enough of it on, it'll probably hurt your grass, but it's if you mix it up right, it isn't going to hurt your grass. So, and I use half the amount of that as I use of that. So to kill Lantana in that 55 litre tank on the back of my quad bike is 500 mils. That's 250 mils. So, no, it's three times the price of that, but we should get a lot more coverage out of it. So, yeah. No wind blowing down here. See a little bit in the tops of the trees up there. No luck with the tractor yet, which is getting annoying. And I did use the old 65 the other day to do a bit of slashing, but you can't use the hydraulics on it, they're gone. But anyway, it's got to go, and I'm still looking. But like I said before, I'm not paying, 25 grand for a tractor with 10,000 hours on it. It's pretty much at the end of its service life, which is what they're asking at the moment. So with these interest rate rises, which I know aren't good for a lot of people, but the cost of things has just got to come down. Everything's just so ridiculously expensive. Oh, it does foam up. So yeah, even quad bikes. Like we paid like 2.5 grand for this quad bike 3 years ago. I could probably sell it for 5, It's crazy. Crazy. So anyway. So I just filled up the weed sprayer, and on cue, wind. Look at the tree. Every time. Every time. Anyway, if that's the worst of me problems, I'm probably not doing too bad, eh? going to cook this piece of pork on the jumbuck. Jode got it from the IGA. How much was it?
$7.99 a kilo. It was $12. I think,
$12.
Piece.
Pretty decent. It'll be more than enough for Jode and I. It's a bit wild looking, but we'll see how it goes. It should be all right. I've got the coals heating up out there now, and we'll go for a quick run through that. And yeah, all I've done is put a little bit of, I scored up the skin a bit more with a knife and put a bit of, not much, a little bit of oil. It looks oily, but that's just moisture coming out, and some salt. We're just going to let that sit there for a bit, and then we might put a bit more on. There she is. Too hot this time of year to cook on the camp oven, so we're probably going to give this thing here a fair run through summer. We'll do some different stuff. This is the first pork we've done on it, and we'll see how it turns out. I've got a mixture of heat beads and hardwood lump charcoal. I'll show you the stuff that I put in there. I put one of those full of beads in to get it going, and then put them down, and then I put the lump charcoal on the top. I'll show you the lump charcoal that I use. That's the stuff there. And they're the beads I use. If you just use beads, they're fine, but you're not going to get that nice flavour. You put the charcoal in, and you get that beautiful wood charcoal flavour. It's beautiful. Like, the beads, they're just heat. There's no flavour in those beads. But this stuff is what you want. Get the big bag. So it's been 2 hours. Oh, sorry about that. I meant to film it at the hour mark, but I was actually on the phone talking to my brother-in-law, but it looks like it's pretty well done to me. We're going to pull it off. We'll let it rest for a few minutes, and yeah, so that's just 2 hours with the, yeah, it looks awesome. Smells amazing. And yeah, it's not a huge roast, as you can see by the size of the pit. Like, it's not a huge pit. You'd probably put, I don't know, 4 of them on there if you wanted to. 5 if you're feeding a crowd. Be no dramas. But yeah, it smells amazing in here. It's not crispy. That side's not.
It's only thin too.
I know, there's some weird stuff going on there. Here's our beautiful pork roast we did on the jumbuck this afternoon. The skin's there. It's not perfect crackled skin, but this wasn't a perfect roast neither. It was a cheapie that we got from the IGA, but man, you reckon it might be a little bit overcooked?
It's alright. We're not even in the middle yet.
Throw a bit of gravy on, it's always good. Happy days. Okay, so today's Sunday. It's time to move the steers. And we've got to put the electric fence up first. We've got all the gear there. And yeah, we'll go down and bring them into this paddock. So it's been like 6 weeks since they've been in here. And it looks good. We haven't had much rain neither. I'll have a quick look. This is where they're going into. They were in here 6 weeks ago. Plenty of grass for them. So yeah, get this connected up. Run it down through there, and we'll go down the bottom there and open up the gate. Fence is up. Here's the fella here that had the fly problem last week. Have a look at him. He looks so much better. It's all healed up around his neck and everything. There's no flies on him. Maybe the odd one. But yeah, that stuff, that was just Sedectin Poron that we used on him. The rest of them look awesome. They're ready to be moved, aren't yous? He's coming along nice. They all are. We go down and open up the gate. Joe's just moving the bike. They're ready. Open up the gate.
Go on. Come on. Come on. Makes them happy. I think that's all, and we may be missing one. It's all right. I'll just have a quick check. And that's the cows moved for another week. We've got a problem with that little dam down there. It leaks. And I did put some stuff in it that I thought would work, but it seems to be dropping water. We'll do another video on that. But they're happy. They'll be in here for a week. Then we'll open up the other side. Plenty of grass in there for them. Plenty of shade. And there's plenty of water still in that dam at the moment. But on the next rotation there could be problems, and I really don't feel like bringing water down, but I don't want to not use the paddock because they're better. The paddocks get better when you graze them. The grasses get better and stuff. That's the whole idea of this rotational grazing. But that's it for another week. These are our youngest steers and our bull. And they're in the yards having a feed, eating all that nice lush green grass. There's Bruce. He's only 18, he'll be 18 months old at the end of December. Still very young for a bull. And he's a black Angus bull, so he's always going to be a bit smaller anyway. And we've got these maniacs. They're just like powering along. When we get rid of them other ones down the bottom there, these will go down, and I'll get another 20 or so, and we'll put them in the rotation. We have to move Bruce down away from the cows and heifers, and he's starting to get funny and standing at the gate calling them and stuff like that. So because we've got them like in paddocks right next to each other at the moment, but yeah, we'll change that. Eat the grass anyway. We've got to do some work in the yard soon, so it'd be good if they eat that down. Oh well, that's probably going to do this video. Thanks heaps for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.